The Season 5 update for Disney Speedstorm has just been preloaded, and we got a bunch of changes to the game, including some new UI changes. As you can see, everything just feels a lot smoother in the menus. We got some huge changes to the ranked multiplayer reward system, which are actually kind of bad in a way, but I'll talk about that in a later video. But then most importantly, we also have our first look at the Arendelle track, meaning it's in-game in local free play and private track. You can now play on Arendelle, and we are going to do just that in today's video. My first time ever playing on the Arendelle track, and we can also play as some of the new characters who received balance changes, including Stitch, Jessie, and Steamboat Pete, all of which were pretty heavily nerfed. So we're going to hop into here and make the AI really hard, bring it down to 2 laps, and then as you can see, Stitch right here, we got the new UI. It looks pretty cool. Just checking things out. That menu looks pretty similar, but let's hop into this race and play on Arendelle for the first time. Arendelle is one of my favorite locations in Disney, and oh man, can you hear that music and look at all the sounds and the sights? It's so cool. Alright, it looks like we're starting in Elsa's ice castle here, going sort of backwards out of it, which is pretty cool. This little section goes inverted. Okay, I'm okay with that. It kind of reminds me of the Andy's room track, where a lot of it's upside down. We're sideways just for that little part. And then here we are going into the town of Arendelle across the fjord. It looks pretty sick. Now I'm also playing as Stitch, so when I use my ability here, you can actually see that I'm no longer immune, and I can actually be stunned during my ability, which is a pretty substantial nerf to Stitch. As someone who avidly plays Stitch, it matters a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Oh man, this Arendelle town, it just looks so cool, and now here we are going across the fjord with all the frozen boats and stuff, just like the ending of the movie where Hans tries to kill Elsa. And then they have this nice build-up with all the grind rails to Elsa's ice castle, and the doors open right as you go in. That is a sick entrance, and then it looks like there's 2 paths. You can either go up the stairs or down, and there's a grind rail up the stairs, it looks like, which is pretty nice. I assume that'll be the fastest path, taking the grind rail. Okay, that was a pretty short lap. Granted, I'm level 45, but it only took about a minute to get around, and I believe this is the longest version of the track as well. So Arendelle's not a super long track, but it definitely is gorgeous. I'm loving everything that I see here right now. Getting to skate across the ice and going through the town. This is right where the concept art was, as you can see. And then we have the little central section with the grind rail over the middle, or you can take either the left or right pathway. And then the town landscape just looks really, really cool. I'm a big fan of it. The section here where you go across the frozen fjord isn't my favorite, but it definitely visually is pretty cool, but I think I prefer being in the town or the ice castle personally. Okay, we got stunned off that grind rail, but that's okay. I don't know if the grind rails are going to be the fastest way to get up to the top of the ice castle. I would assume so, but I'm not sure. Let's take the bottom pathway this time, skate around here. It looks pretty cool. I am definitely loving this track so far, but there we go. That is our first race on the Arendelle track completed. I think we should do that again, but switch it up to Jessie so that way we can see all of her abilities and just get some more experience on the track, because Jessie also, like Stitch, was nerfed pretty hard. Now she spawns a lot less toys. I'm also going to lower the level to level 30, that way we can slow down a little bit on the track, take our time a little bit more to take in the views and the sights and stuff like that. Now the music has switched. It looks like we got a Let It Go remix, which is really cool. I'm super excited for that. The music on the Arendelle track is obviously going to be great. I think we all knew that. I mean, Frozen has one of the best soundtracks in Disney, in my opinion. I love all the music from Frozen. So, you know, I'm totally down for whatever this track has for us. But here we go with Jessie. I'm curious to see how many toys she actually spawns with her unique ability now, because it used to be a lot, and I was talking to some people on Discord earlier, and I heard that it was a pretty substantial nerf. So here from our normal activation, I see 1 toy, 2 toys. Okay, I didn't get to see fully because I was hacked there, but it looks like we got 1 toy, we got the big ball, then we got the little blocks, and then more little blocks, I think. So it looks like 3 toys with a power 3 activation. That is That's kind of crazy. That's a huge nerf. 3 toys is almost nothing. I think it's like comparable to Bell or less now, and now you're also getting stunned less from these toys, which is really interesting. I am in love with this ice castle part though. I love this Arendelle track already. I don't know if it's going to beat out Kawahi for me. That is my current favorite track in the game, and it's like Kawahi's just so great, man. So I don't know if Arendelle will be able to take it down fully, but I do love what I'm seeing on this track so far. It is so sick. Alright, let's use our unique ability again. It doesn't look like that many people are getting stunned by it. The Jessie's potential for racking up those stuns has definitely gone down. However, I think she still will be an S tier racer just because her stats are so powerful. Even her ability getting nerfed to the ground, she doesn't need it. She has her stat pool, which is just insane. I am really loving this whole town section of the track though. It just gives me those Christmas holiday vibes, which I really love. It's always nice when a game has that sort of holiday cheer. I really hope that we get a Christmas event or some type of Christmas skins in Disney Speedstorm, because I would definitely buy those. I'm a big fan of Christmas and the holiday season in general, and it would just be super nice. And this track, I mean, just going up to the Ice Palace like this with the doors open, it's comparable to like the Cave of Wonders on the Aladdin track, just like a super big reveal moment that's really epic, and I love these types of things in the track. You know, a lot of them don't have this in game, but I'm really glad that they're starting to do them for like the Cave of Wonders and Elsa's Ice Castle, and I hope we get something for it like on the Little Mermaid track as well, being underwater and like the gates of Atlantis open up or something like that. But now I'm going to switch the track to, I think we're going to go to Forging Ahead. This one should be a little bit different. It's still one of the longer tracks. I'm not going to play all of the shorter ones in this video. I'll probably do that some other time. But you guys are welcome to hop into game and local free play for yourselves and check it out. And now we're going to go in as Steamboat Pete to test out his ability, because Steamboat Pete was also nerfed a bunch. I mean, look at that artwork right there. This track, it just looks so cool. And now it seems like we have another Let It Go remix for our track, which I'm totally okay with. It looks super cool. The snow everywhere on the screen, I mean, just the holiday vibes are there. I love it. All the frozen trees, like where Olaf was first created and found. Okay, so using Steamboat Pete's ability, there seems to be a lot less ink than normal. That was actually kind of pathetic compared to what he used to do. He was like barely pumping out any ink right there. So Steamboat Pete might not be the menace that he used to be, completely clogging up the entire track. It seems like he's going to be a lot worse now. He'll still be good because he's a brawler with like literally the highest combat stat in the game. Like there, you can bash into people, and anytime you do stun somebody, they're gonna get stunned forever. It just might be a little harder to. Okay, that was different. We were like jumping across the ice. There was like water flowing. That's interesting. Kind of reminds me of the lava section in Lilo and Stitch in the Kawahi track, but like with ice instead. I want to test that out on the second lap, see if I can like fall into the water and if it'll make me respawn or not. So it looks like in the town there's a section with a speed boost pad and a section with an item power up. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. And just remember guys, when Season 5 fully launches, all the new characters and stuff like that, I am going to be live, so make sure you come check me out live right here on YouTube. And I'm also going to have a bunch of videos out on Thursday as well, so make sure you subscribe for that. You're not going to want to miss it. There's going to be so much new content, all of the new Frozen characters and everything like that. It's going to be super exciting and fun, and I can't wait. Okay. We got hacked there, which was a little confusing, but it looks like we're coming up on the ice section again, I think. It's right here? Yeah, so can we fall into the water? No. It looks like you just stay in the water and you can like bounce off the ice. That's interesting. I'm sure people will come up with some really creative ways to like skip that section or get a massive speed boost or something like that. So I can't wait to see what creative ideas people have, but for now, I'm just going to go across it normally because I am not that guy to come up with all the tech and stuff for that, but I'm sure there will be some crazy shortcuts that people will use on whatever the equivalent of the Agrabah Cups are. But there we go, finishing the race just like that. Very nice. Yeah, so Steamboat Pete seems like he got pretty hit hard too. him and Jessie now have a lot of less projectiles. But that is all I have for you guys today. Let me know, what do you think of the brand new Arendelle track? Are you guys excited for this to fully come to the game in like 2 days? Have you tried it out on local free play yet? If so, what do you think? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. But that is all the content I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.